So, good morning, all. My name is B. Kashinath, working as senior lecturer at Government Polytechnic Sangareddy. Presently, I am going to teach the subject electronic measuring instruments. So, it is an elective subject in fifth semester of C18 curriculum. So, in that, I am going to discuss the chapter of fifth chapter. That sixth chapter name is signal generators. So in that I am going to introduce about the subtopic of introduction to the signal generators. So what are signal generators, what are its requirements, what is the difference between generator and oscillator, like that. So we will discuss. So on completion of this period you will be able to familiarize with the basics of the signal generators and classification and requirements of any signal generators, working of basic block diagram of audio frequency oscillator. So in electronic measuring instruments, we have to test the instruments. We have to test the instruments whether they are working perfectly or not. For that one, what we need a signal generator. We need a signal generator or a signal generator, which is also called as sometimes waveform generator, and it is different from the this one, oscillator. So oscillator only generates the sinusoidal waveform, but signal generators are going to generate sinusoidal waveform as well as triangular waveforms and square waveforms, sometimes pulse waveforms, and sometimes they are also used for amplitude modulation type waveforms also. Means oscillators are used for generation of sinusoidal waveforms only, whereas your signal generator can generate any type of signal such that it can generate sinusoidal signal, square wave signal, sawtooth or triangular wave signal, etc. So we are also calling it as waveform generator. So a signal generator, an instrument that generates electrical signal, that may be in audio frequency or in radio frequency range. So audio signal generator produces audio frequencies that may be sine waves or square waves, and these signal generators are popular instruments and is extensively used for testing the amplifiers. So it is a vital component in the test setup. So these signal generators are vital component in test setup and in electronic troubleshooting and development also. Means how they are used in troubleshooting. Means they are used for checking the stage gain, frequency response, alignment in receivers, and wide range of other electronic equipment. So these waveform generators find extensive use in different fields like industry, communication, research, laboratories of educational or practical corporate laboratories, and on automation, medicine, and production. So what is signal generator? It is the source of generating the AC signals. It's a source of generating AC signals, so that can produce different frequencies and different shapes, both analog and digital. So it signal generator can provide variety of waveforms for testing the electronic circuits, usually at low powers. So it can produce different types of waveforms like sine waves, square wave, triangular wave, sawtooth, as well as amplitude modulated waveforms. or generated by the signal generator. So signal generator will generate different types of waveforms of different frequencies and different shapes. And the term oscillator used to describe an instrument that provides only sinusoidal input signals, and the term generator used to describe an instrument that provides several output waveforms including the sine wave, square wave, triangular wave and pulse waveforms as well as amplitude modulated waveforms. So that is the difference between the slight difference between the signal generator and oscillator. And signal generator is a vital component used for test setup in test setup and in electronic troubleshooting and development, whether it is on a service bench or in a research laboratory. So this will find wide variety of applications such as checking the stage gain, frequency response and alignment in receivers, and checking the various amplifiers performances like that. So, and the basic requirements of signal generator. So for a signal generator, so mm, three basic conditions should be satisfied. Three basic conditions should be satisfied for a basic requirements of the signal generator. So first condition is whatever the frequency which we are generating, that should be known to us and it should be stable. So whatever the frequency which we are generating by the signal generator, that has to be known to us and it should be stable, it will not oscillate. So frequency has to be stable, and whatever the signal which we are generating, that signal generated output amplitude should be controllable and it should be stable from small values to relatively large values. So, and the third condition is whatever the signal which we are producing, that should be distortion free. So that is, there should be no noise present in on the signal, only the signal should be completely distortion free. So the basic requirements of any signal generator, or the first one is the frequency of the generated signal should be known and it should be stable, and second one is amplitude that is generated by the signal generator, that is output amplitude should be controllable and it should be stable, and finally the signal should be distortion free. The signal should be distortion free. So classification of signal generators. So we have defined the signal generators and we have defined the characteristics of signal generators, that are the three characteristic basic necessity for requirements for signal generators. Next one is classification of signal generators. So based on the frequency range, means on the frequency they are operating, they are divided into audio frequency oscillators. So as the name audio frequency, which we can hear, that is normally 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Here we are calling it as 10 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Above that we are calling it as radio frequency, which will occur in the form of electromagnetic waves in the free space. So radio frequency oscillators, that is above 20 kilohertz to up to 30 megahertz, and video frequency oscillators, that is from either DC or 100 to 30 megahertz. And next one is very high frequency oscillators, that is from 30 megahertz to 300 megahertz. You can also have high frequency oscillators, that is from 1.5 to 30 megahertz, very high frequency from 30 megahertz to 300 megahertz, and ultra high frequency oscillators from 300 to 3000 megahertz. And finally you will be having the microwave frequency oscillators, which are above or beyond 3000 megahertz or beyond 3 gigahertz, like that. So we are calling different means. First one is audio frequency, radio frequency, very low frequency or video frequency. Next, high frequency, very high frequency, ultra high frequency, and last one is microwave frequency. Microwave frequency. So these are the classification of signal generators based on the uh, frequency of generation. Frequency of generation. So based on waveform generation, you will be having oscillators of sine wave oscillators and relaxation oscillators, and the based on design principles they will be classified on feedback oscillators or negative resistance oscillators. So this is how audio frequency oscillator looks like. AF oscillator figure basically looks like this. So it is having the power on off button, output, and the frequency control knob, and frequency it will be whether sine wave or square wave, and frequency multiplier, amplitude controller. So these are all called front panel controls, so which we can touch and change the quantity as per our requirement, or whatever the thing which we can directly touch and change the quantity, that we are calling it as front panel controls of any equipment. So this is the low frequency oscillator, and this is digital signal generator. So here we are generating the sinusoidal waveform. So basic signal generator will have two blocks. One is oscillator, second one is attenuator. So oscillator is for setting or we have three requirements in that one. First requirement is the frequency of signal should be known and stable. For that one we require the oscillator for getting the frequency that should be known to us and it should be stable. For that we require the oscillator. And second one is attenuator. So attenuator for the second condition, that is amplitude should be controllable from very small value to the large value. So for that one we require the attenuator. So it is having one more having function of set level, so that will level the amplitude, oscillator will level the frequency, and finally we are getting the output that is distortion free. That is the third requirement in signal generator. So working of simple signal generator, it covers the frequency range of few hertz to many gigahertz as per different frequency conditions we have discussed: audio frequency, radio frequency to microwave frequency. So consists of basically two blocks. So first one is oscillator and second one is attenuator. Oscillator for fixing the frequency, that is known frequency and stable frequency. Attenuator for controlling the amplitude from small values to the large values. And the performance of the signal generator depends on the accuracy and stability of the oscillator frequency. So whatever the performance of this signal generator mainly depends upon the accuracy and stability of the oscillator frequency. So the frequency should be known and stable, then only the performance of the signal generator will be very good. And amplitude depends on the design of the attenuator. So amplitude controllability depends on the design of this attenuator block. So about the oscillator, that is the first block. So you will be having different audio oscillators. So first one is RC oscillators. This one you have already studied in the previous semesters about the hot oscillators. So I am just telling what different types of oscillators that are LRC, RC, LC, beat frequency oscillator, RC phase shift, and Wien bridge oscillators commonly used as they provide good frequency stability and distortion free waveform. And selection of oscillators. So how to select the oscillator in case of our signal generators? So what are the factors to be considered while selecting the oscillator for a particular application? So first one is frequency range. So first and foremost condition for any oscillator should be the frequency range. Frequency range. So frequency range means capable of providing upper and lower frequency limits. So it has to uh, say that from which frequency to which frequency it is generating the signal. So there is a probability not provide there is providing of upper and lower limits of the frequency. So from which frequency to which frequency the signal range will be there. So next one is power or voltage, power and or voltage, capable of providing the required power and or voltage. And third one is accuracy and dial resolution. So whatever the frequency it is generating, that should be very much accurate, and it should be on the display it will be very much that is frequency indicated by the dial should be close to the oscillator frequency. Whatever the dial resolution should be as much accurate, and as much it will be very much resolution, means it has to give exact result. So amplitude and frequency stability and it should maintain the constant amplitude with variations in the output signal frequency. So amplitude should be constant, but variations in the output signal frequency can happen. Next, waveform distortion should be less than anticipated distortion. So the three main criteria in that one, the waveform distortion should be less than the accepted anticipated distortion, and output impedance should be within the specified range. Whatever the specified range according to manufacturer data sheet, that should be contained, should be within the specified range. So these are the different requirements of the selection of the oscillator. So in this class we have learned about the importance of the signal generator in different fields. So what is the importance? So signal generator is a vital component in test setup, that is in electronic troubleshooting and development, whether on a service bench or in a research laboratory. Signal generators will be having the wide variety of applications, such as checking the stage gain, frequency response, alignment in receivers, and the difference between the oscillator and signal generator. So what is signal generator? So which will generate the signals of different frequencies and different shapes and different amplitudes. And what are the basic requirements? That is frequency show whatever the signal we are generating, and the signal generator will generate the three types of signals, three or etc. That is sine wave, square wave, sawtooth wave, pulse trains, and amplitude modulated signals, whereas oscillators will only generate the sinusoidal signals. And basic requirements of signal generators are frequency should be known to whatever the frequency of the signal, that should be known to us, and it should be stable, and amplitude should be controllable from very small value to the large value, and finally the signal should be distortion free. That is the basic requirements of signal generator, and we have discussed about the simple block diagram of basic signal generator and its working. So it is having the one level of oscillator, other level of attenuator, oscillator for setting the frequency and attenuator for setting level of amplitude. So and the general purpose oscillators which we are using and so what are the requirements of oscillators. So whether it is working based on the manufacturer data sheet, what are the conditions of the oscillators we have discussed. So a signal generator where the energy is converted from DC source into AC energy at some specific frequency. Energy is generated, energy is created, all the above that you have to answer. Desirable characteristics of signal generator, so all the above. Square wave shape in AFO is obtained by, so this is discussed in the next chapter, actually this is wrongly placed. So frequently asked questions are: what is signal generator? List out various fields where signal generators are used, and classification of signal generators, and what are the basic requirements of signal generators, and distinguish between the oscillator and signal generator, and draw the simple block diagram of basic signal generator and explain its working. Thank you.